One of the things we love to do here at Melbourne Lights Church is celebrate what Jesus is doing. And what better way to start a new year than to look back over the last 12 months and talk about and celebrate what he has done in and through us. So, let's go. Michael's back was healed while he was playing guitar at a Moore night. Henry prayed for a friend at school and his back was healed. Leanna prayed for a lady in the nail salon and her arm was totally healed. Lily and Jess led a guy to the Lord in Dandenong and blessed him. Sam Zanato prayed for someone and his back was healed. Sharon ministered to a checkout girl at the shops who was having a panic attack, and while she was with her, the peace of God immediately overwhelmed her. Elisha bought a lady hot chocolate, and while they waited for the hot chocolate, he was able to lead her to the Lord using the 3 circles. Joey led a guy to the Lord. At the start of April, Dave met Seppo on the steps outside of Dandenong Plaza. He prayed for him, led him to Jesus, invited him to his home that week for dinner, and the rest is an incredible testimony of God's work in someone's life. We love you, Seppo. God opened a door for Lily Grace to miraculously get a job. Many businesses have seen miraculous provision. Sharon's thumb was healed after a word of knowledge during a church service. Paul VG had an aneurysm on his eye, totally healed and disappear. Elisha led someone called Samuel to the Lord on the streets. Gabby ministered to a busker at her local shops. Monica prayed for an old friend over the phone who was totally healed of acute pain. Michaela and Carla prayed for a lady's eyes to be healed and they were 95% healed. Jordan shared with someone at Coles. Jason ministered to someone at the shops and blessed him. Seppo prayed for a man outside of the hospital and shared his own testimony and the gospel with him. Carla prayed for and shared with a girl outside of LD. Nick and Catherine gave their whole apartment building water when their water was turned off, and through that they were able to share with them. Paul prayed for everyone at Acuna Park. Sharon stopped and prayed for a girl who was crying at a bus stop. Gabby shared with an Uber Eats driver. Ethan shared with everyone, including preaching on a train, on the streets in Dandenong, and on the dance floor of a nightclub. Beth Johns prayed for a guy outside of Coles. Dave ministered to people on his work sites. Linda prayed for a lady who'd just come from an appointment for her lymphoma. Louise and Chantel prayed for a lady's hand working in a coffee shop, and she was totally healed and wanted to know more. Paul led Jay to the Lord at Acuna Park, and he was filled with the Holy Spirit. Leanna led Natasha to Jesus outside of Woolies. Gabby and Matt got to bless Laurie, who Gabby met on the streets, and her neighbours, and see Laurie and Missy give their lives to Jesus. There have been salvations almost every week, healings, deliverance. I'm sure there has hundreds more testimonies. These are some of the ones you've shared with us and we've written down. Gabby has the names and phone numbers of over 35 people who've either made a decision to follow Jesus, been healed, set free, or had the gospel shared with them. Honestly, God is so good. Salvations, healings, baptisms, so many baptisms just in the last few months. Activations, a company of Jesus followers saying yes to him. So many people have been blessed, prayed for, encouraged, and supported. God is faithful and the kingdom is advancing. Bring on 2022. Psalm 145 verse 1-4 says, I will extol you, my God and King, and bless your name forever and ever. Every day I will bless you and praise your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. One generation shall commend your works to another and shall declare your mighty acts. On the glorious splendour of your majesty and on your wondrous works I will meditate.